Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on post notifications. Nicki Minaj is still the top queen in charge when it comes to collaborations and features. There are, 3 artists still trying to work with Nicki Minaj so that they can remain stable on the charts and finally get another hit. Bottom Nas X is one of those artists trying to still work with Nicki Minaj behind the scenes. Okay. Now, if you guys remember, he did ask Nicki to be on Industry Baby, which, he replaced with, Whack Harlow. And that song went #1, but his new era, he's flopping. He just put out 2 songs and both of them flopped. Okay. And then on top of that, he put out a freestyle to FTCU that nobody really cared about. If you guys remember, he put out a freestyle after Pink Friday 2 came out for FTCU, and everybody paid it dust. So, allegedly he's trying to work with Nicki to get back on the charts. But I really don't care for Bottom Nas X. He's too gimmicky. I hope Nicki declines him for a second time around. And plus, during the hate train, he was dissing Nicki Minaj. Okay, so stay over there, Bottom Nas X. And also Clownye. Now, Clownye has been recently added to the Rolling Loud California. He will be headlining with Nicki Minaj. As we know, he put out an album, Vultures, without New Body, because Nicki Minaj would not allow him to use her verse for New Body, because at the end of the day, he waited too long. But allegedly, he's still begging behind the scenes to release that New Body record because, he being sabotaged by Camel Face and Queen Bee. Okay, we're going to discuss, the sabotagery a little bit later. But at the end of the day, Vultures is doing decent on the charts, before it was wrongfully removed. And so, he thinks that he can get a top 5 with New Body. To me, it's too late for a New Body record. Absolutely not. I'll pass on that. It's 4 years old. Nicki would have to change her verse yet again. And I heard she already changed it multiple times for Clownye. I'm going to pass on that. I think Clownye deserves to flop. And another artist trying to work with Nicki Minaj behind the scenes is J-Beeb, Justin. Now that he has parted ways with Scooter Braun, he coming back for a second collaboration. I don't know if I like J-Beeb like that. No shade. I never really cared for him. Thought he was a culture vulture. Now, moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. The payola is immaculate. Okay? Megan Thee Stallion's Piss has now went gold, the fastest female song to reach this milestone in 2024. Okay? Not only that though, Megan Thee Stallion allegedly is speaking to Queen Bee behind the scenes so that way her and Queen Bee could perform together again like they did at the Renaissance tour. If you guys remember, I believe Queen Bee brought out Megan Thee Stallion in Texas, okay? And Megan Thee Stallion did announce that she will be heading on tour. I don't know how she gonna do that with the Chart Obsessed Racists and Ariana and Queen Bee doing a tour. But, maybe Devil Nation is gonna help her. With that being said, she wants to perform again with Queen Bee. If she get more of the Beehive on her side, they will support her music more. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, her last album only did 63,000 first week. With the Beehive and the Dotties, she could probably do at least 80K first week, especially with the sympathy train behind her. Okay, so let me know how y'all feel about that. I don't think it's necessary for Megan and Queen Bee to do another performance. No shade. I mean, Savage is old. If you're going to perform with an artist more than once, I feel like at least put out new music. Do another collaboration at least, if you're going to do that. Okay? And, now moving on to Criminal B, she was caught spotted out with Off the Cheat on Valentine's Day, even though she pretended that she was getting a divorce and she was leaving Off the Cheat, which we all knew was just PR. But a lot of fans noticed when she went to go sign an autograph by one single fan, she was covering up her nose with her phone. So it looks like Botch and Bitter went to go under the knife while she was on hiatus. A lot of fans are not happy with the fact that she's with Off the Cheat, but she never left Off the Cheat. I think that even if Criminal B wanted to leave Off the Cheat, she's going to be very codependent on him because no shade. I mean, Criminal B's career is in the toilet. So, it's not like she's as hot as she once was. Nobody is rushing to collab with Criminal B except Off the Cheat. The Migos is over. So, to me, it makes sense why she's staying with Off the Cheat. But my whole thing is, goodness gracious, you couldn't even keep up with the PR stunt for a little bit over a month. She only really announced that she was getting a divorce because she wanted to sabotage Pink Friday 2 rollout, and the plan did not go in her favor. Okay? So now she back with her Michael Jackson nose, but I think people are able to see Cardi B's true colors. So let me know how y'all feel about it, and if you guys are excited for Criminal B's new music. Now, speaking of Doja Badu, she talks in a new interview about how she almost beefed with Cardi B because she had mocked her on Instagram Live.
So I have a really crazy Celsius story.
Please.
I almost got into a beef because of Celsius. I blame the Celsius. It's not me. I was singing a song and doing the voice of somebody else with the song. I filmed myself doing the song in the crazy voice, and it was my really bad impression of that person, and people took it super wrong. They thought that I was trying to cause drama and issues, when really I was just being a fucking asshole.
So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, I feel like Doja Cat, she do try to stay out of female rap beef, even though she be taking slick shots at Nicki Minaj, because she wants Nicki Minaj's spot in the industry. But I also feel like Doja Cat is saying this because she could possibly be trying to work with Cardi B. I really wouldn't be shocked, okay? Because Nicki doesn't really have an alliance in the industry. Who is her alliance? JT and Akbar? I feel like Doja Cat is slowly but surely joining the Cardi B alliance, and that's why she put it out there that she's cool with Cardi B. Moving on to Scratch Off. Scratch Off's payola just keeps getting better and better for somebody that don't sell. Scratch Off has reached 3 billion in total streams on Payola. Definitely don't believe that. She continues to gain 4 million daily and has achieved 190 million streams in 2024, according to Chartmasters. Oh my goodness. Did RCA the colorist pay for this post? She definitely ain't doing no 4 million daily streams. Okay? No shade to Chartmasters, but Scratch Off can't even outsell or outchart Ice Spice. So I definitely don't believe that she's doing 4 million streams daily. No shade. Okay? She can't even do 30,000 first week for album sales. So I don't know about that. No shade. Now, moving on to Scratch Off and Ice Spice. Ice Spice teased a Scratch Off response, a diss to Scratch Off via Hot 97. Funk Flex posted that Ice Spice was going to be dropping new music or dropping a snippet of a new song allegedly dissing Scratch Off. But I personally never heard the snippet, okay? No shade to Ice Spice, but if it's anything like Fart, which was doo-doo, she can keep it in the stash. Okay. I really think that Ice Spice is going to need a writer like Scratch Off has. You know, Scratch Off has writers, and that's why lyrically she's better than Ice Spice, but Ice Spice has a better personality, in my opinion. So let me know how y'all feel about that. If you guys were here for Ice Spice coming back and responding to Scratch Off. And I like how she waited, you know, like a week later to respond to Scratch Off, or, you know, preview alleged diss, even though I didn't hear it, because she's not helping Sunday Side Chick song, you know, move up on the charts. That song is flopping. I'd be very shocked if it even debuts, no shade, in the Hot 100. If it does, it's strictly PÄY0ŁA, no shade. Now, pissy face Carisha, who can't even rap, thinks that she is going to get a scammy. Okay? What a delusional whore.
Word for best hip-hop platform. Carisha, please. Twin sisters. Oh my God. I can't believe this. Thank you, BET.
That urine that she's been drinking must have went to her brain. Just because Diddy paid off the EBT awards to give your podcast, Carisha Flop Please, an award at the EBT awards, that doesn't mean you'll ever get a scammy. If Carisha ever wins a scammy, all artists should boycott. Nicki, Queen B, the chart obsessed racist, you're one of the least talented female rappers talking about scammy next. Rap on beat first. Instead of drinking Diddy's piss and sucking on toes for Birkin bags, rap on beat. Now, moving on to Queen B and Kanye West. Boy, do Queen B and Camel Face know how to play chess. This has them written all over it. So it was reported that Kanye West's album Vultures was removed from Apple Music while him and Queen B were currently competing for the #1 spot on next week's PÄY0ŁA Hot 100. Okay? And then also Miss Tina, Queen B's mom, was encouraging fans to go and buy Texas Hold'em, all the different versions of that song, so that way Queen B can make history. Queen B would be the first female black artist, country artist, okay, because technically she's a country artist, she's doing country, to go #1 on the PÄY0ŁA Hot 100. So a lot of fans are speculating that Kanye is being sabotaged because he's also predicted to debut at, you know, #2 or #1 on the PÄY0ŁA Hot 100. So him and Queen B are competing. Now, here's my thing. One thing Queen B and Camel Face know how to do is sabotage people. You gotta give them their props, okay? Because at the end of the day, they be sabotaging big artists like Nicki, Kanye, Rihanna. Like, you just gotta give them their props. Like, they the only ones that could get away with it. Everybody knows that they're sabotaging people, but nobody does anything. Like, they really had his whole album removed off of Apple Music. And it's back on Apple Music, but it's not really charting like that. They really played chess. And listen, Kanye, he's a puppet too. I don't feel bad for him. He was running around a few years ago saying slavery was a choice. Now you enslaved to the Carters. So karma's a bitch. No shade. He thought he was the top dog. Now look. Hopefully Whack Harlow don't go #1 again. Because if he do, oh my goodness, she gonna start sabotaging him too. This ain't gonna be good. Let me know who y'all think gonna go #1. Queen B, Kanye, or do you think it's gonna be Whack Harlow? Because they all competing for that #1 spot. Now, moving on to the Queen of Christmas and Queen Ari. I was right yet again. The general consensus on social media is that the song is trash. The remix is not that great. I see a lot of fans saying that they were hoping that the Queen of Christmas would go back to her R&B 90s voice, and her voice has distinctively changed over time, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it hasn't improved. No shade to the Queen of Christmas. And this is exactly what I was saying. I feel like Mariah, she doesn't have the same hype like she used to, and y'all can praise her in the comments all y'all want, talk about 14 number ones, but what is her recent number ones? Christmas music, okay? No shade to the Queen of Christmas, but y'all only support her during Christmas time. When she released non-Christmas music, it flops. That's why Devil Nation dropped her, okay? That's why Camel Face dropped her ass when she was signed to them. So, with that being said, the remix is a bust. I didn't like the original song, and I listened to the remix. I didn't care for that either. I don't know. This era feels very weird for Ari. It doesn't feel authentic. Like, is this the type of music you really want to make? Like, I feel like after divorce, I'm expecting, a more vulnerable, lead single, where you're talking about breaking up a home. You're talking about a divorce. But that Dua Lipa song, that new Dua Lipa, I think it's called Training Season. Okay, she got all her different exes in the music video. That song is a bop. Okay, no shade, but Dua Lipa deserves to go number one. That song is a bop. She conquered, and I do feel like Dua Lipa over Queen B and Queen Ari deserve to go number one, but she probably won't. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.